Alright Nathan, what are we driving today?
We're driving the LS1 GMW.
GMW! Yes! Yes!
Well, if you already haven't seen the GMW, you can go back and watch those episodes now before you get to this one. Because this is the car that we helped Liam build.
It was
build.
Big build.
Big build. The LS1 in this thing with the TR6060. And well, it's been gone for about 6 months now.
Yeah, it's been a fair while, yeah.
Oh, we did it last Christmas.
Yeah, it's been a long
So
time.
it's been gone for a year, and we needed to do a review on this thing, and he's moving to Queensland. So we thought we'd better get it in.
Yeah.
But Liam's done a lot to the car since.
Liam has been spending a lot of time going over all the little things to just finesse it, to get it right. It left here as a running and working vehicle, but it needed a fair bit of work and stuff to move towards engineering as well too. He spent a lot of time working with the rear end. The rear end's been completely rebuilt, what, I think 2 or 3 times now?
3 times.
3 times now, just to get that right, because he had a lot of flex in the actual subframe itself, so it had to be reinforced and fixed. Same thing with the drive shafts. A few issues with drive shafts. It started with a single piece drive shaft, then it went to another single piece drive shaft, and now it's gone to a 2-piece drive shaft. Just with vibration issues and stuff like that. Wheels as well, as you can see, it's gone through many different wheel combos. A lot of that has to do with the brakes. Getting the brakes to fit was a nightmare in this thing with aftermarket wheels, so at the moment it's gone back to standard brakes, which work okay. They probably have a little bit to be desired, but they work okay. But it does mean that it can get wheels that actually fit and look right on this thing, and these wheels do look good. So I think maybe in the future you're going to be looking at brakes upgrades again, or different upgrades.
Yeah, I'm looking into the wheelwoods, but I just don't have 5k hanging around.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too, this car has been gone for a long time, and you know, a lot of people have been asking where is it, has it been engineered yet, and that. Something like this takes a lot of time and money as well too. So on top of also building this car, Liam has obviously been, you know, like everybody else, working and busy with other things going on throughout the year, and paying for it obviously can be very costly as well too. So it's something that had to be spread out. But it's just about there. The car is not yet engineered. The reason why it isn't really is because Liam is actually heading off to Queensland. So it's just going to be easier for him to worry about getting that sorted out now up in Queensland. Now that the car is pretty much at a stage where it should be ready for engineering. Everything should be pretty much ticked off. He had to fix things like the power steering in it. Had a lot of issues when it was running the pump off the engine. So that is why he's using the Astra pump in the boot now. That just makes things a whole lot easier. The reason why standard power steering pump on the LS was overpressurizing the rack pinion steering on the BMW side of things, and it was actually getting so hot it was boiling the power steering fluid and was just causing all kinds of nightmares. So there was a couple of revisions of that as well too. It's all just those little bits and bobs that needed to be sorted before this car would be even ready to be taken to an engineer. But now it is pretty much there, it is ready to go, and hopefully it should pass with flying colours, we think. Liam has also spent a lot of time in the engine bay itself, just neatening this up as well. The airbox now has a proper fitting cover on it, so it's enclosed. Looks really good, looks really neat. He's also spent a lot of time cleaning up this sort of area with a new overflow radiator bottle. Also a cover over the fuse box over there, so it's all hidden away. That actually looks completely standard, to be honest, and has turned out really well. And yeah, pretty much it just looks like a neat little engine package now. It looks right. It looks like this engine should have always been in this car, to be honest. Looks like what I imagine an M series would look like if you pulled off the plastic covers off your, I don't even know what they're called, the M series V8s.
I think they're M60s.
M60, if you pull the plastic covers off, this is probably close to what it looked like, except maybe less cams. Surprisingly too, the radiator in this thing, even though it was a small radiator, it was out of, what's it actually for?
S14 for an SR20.
Made for an SR20 and S14. It actually keeps the engine really cool. You've had no issues with overheating with this thing, and the fans do a really good job. even though it is incredibly tight up the front there, it all
Oh, yeah.
works really well. And it's actually packaged really nicely now. It looks right.
Oh, mate, couple $100 of eBay. You go to your fitting specialist. They show you what you need.
That's all I need to hear. All I want to hear is, yeah, it works mint. And then I'll do it.
Where are you going to put it though? In the Fairlane?
We'll put it in the boot.
Yeah.
We'll put it where the petrol tank used to be. So this,
Underneath the
so
car.
this is the unit here.
We started up before. It actually sounds like a jet when you turn it on. But you said it feels real good and is working really well.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. I should have done it from the start. It would have saved a lot of headaches, man.
Yeah.
And it has a Varex muffler as well.
Yeah.
Because this thing was loud.
When it had the cannon on it.
When I had the cannon, this
The
thing was
Mitsubishi Lancer
stupid
cannon.
loud. Yeah.
Yeah. Sounded unbelievable
It
though.
sounded good.
Sounded like a race car, but you couldn't
Yeah.
drive it. Oh, and it's been on the dyno too since.
Yeah.
What'd you come in there?
On Jake's dyno, it came at like 205 rework kilowatt.
Yeah.
But Jake's dyno reads quite low.
Yeah,
So
if everyone's watched the Fairlane, we know that the dyno reads low, so it's probably low for that car.
Yeah.
So we should probably go for a proper drive, eh?
Yeah, I think we should go for a proper drive.
Yeah.
We've never driven this car.
We haven't driven it since it's left. No. Only is the 4-cylinder. That was it.
Yeah, we drove it 4-cylinder auto.
4-cylinder auto.
different, completely
Yeah.
different.
There goes the turbo. You hear the jet starting?
This is gonna be fun. This is the first time we've driven this car since we built it, or since we helped build it.
Yeah, literally, you're about to see the first initial reaction to what happens when we gun this thing.
Yeah.
Because Liam has put a lot of work into this. Shit! I was not expecting that. Wow.
And this thing drives awesome.
Wow.
I must admit, the shifter feels awesome. Accelerator, the way it drives, it's just... It feels wicked.
Liam, well done. Well done. What a combination.
Oh yeah. That was just the third gear pull.
I know.
Yeah, this car is awesome. The Astra power steering feels heavy. It's not as light as it was.
Yeah.
Remember how light it was?
Yeah, it used to be like one
It
thing.
feels real heavy and it just feels tight.
Liam's put a lot of work into this when it went away to fix all the little teething issues that comes up with a car like this, because this is a massive build. The Varex muffler on this works amazing. We are shocked at how well it actually works.
That's shut.
It's like just driving a normal car now.
Yeah, that is awesome.
So we're at our rev spot.
This is closed. Yeah. Open?
Open sesame.
That's a big difference.
Varex muffler is unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. I will tell people to get that. If they have neighbours that hate them, get it.
Yeah.
I am actually amazed at how well it works. So
Yeah.
if anyone's thinking about one, I can tell you right now, that shocked me just how well it works.
Yeah.
It goes to nearly silent to this. It sounds like a standard car. To it's not even. It's open exhaust, but it's not like overly loud. I wouldn't say it's
No, it's not ridiculously
the
loud.
old exhaust, like we're saying before. The big
That was
Cannon,
so loud.
That was worse.
That was straight through.
That rocked the whole shed.
Yeah.
And we could have started at the shed because it was too loud
Yeah.
for the neighbours. But this now, I wouldn't be worried about it now.
Nah, feels good.
I kind of want one now.
I kind of want one too. I just want a V8, little V8 car.
And the shifter's really high too. You look like you're driving a race car.
Yeah, it feels good. I like
All
it.
you need is a hydro brake, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe we should get one and build a drift
I
car.
want to do a car with a hydro brake so bad.
We should build a drift car. It's not as quick as a Fairlane, but freaking scares the shit out of you.
It scares you because it's so little.
Yeah.
And it's a manual.
Oh my god, I want to take this to Winton. I want to take this to a track day. Oh.
having fun, are we?
There's not enough stopping distance. Was that just lighting up first and second?
It is unbelievable.
It's fun, isn't it?
Do this. I think we saw the other day that Muscle Garage or Tough Mounts are making a kit for this. Put a V8 into these, like, and they have a kit now they're
Yeah.
gonna make. If they make that, buy that kit and do this, because this is this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I was wondering when he was building this car, is this going to be like an animal? Is it going to be a horrible car to drive? Is it going to be jerky? Is it going to be rough? Is it going to feel overpowered? And it sort of does feel a little overpowered, but
I don't know. I think it's a really good amount of power
yeah,
for the car.
I agree with you. But it doesn't feel unnatural. It doesn't feel like a like you've slapped an LS in and
No, it
done a
doesn't.
shitty job of it.
No.
It feels like this could actually be an M series car, and this is how it could have come out.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Like, I couldn't believe it when we were just putting out. It just drove and felt so nice.
Yeah. If I had the exhaust closed right now and I was driving along, this would just feel like a normal Commodore.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would feel like
It'd
a normal BMW.
Yeah. This is probably what your older blokes felt like in their VB SLEs.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With their V8 tiny little go-kart.
God, I love the
But
shit.
this just has modern Astra electric power steering pump, EFI, LS1, good gearbox, good clutch, big wide tyres all round. I just think it's a freaking awesome combo.
Yeah.
This is truly an all-rounder car. And when it's got AC,
When it's got AC, this
mate,
will be perfect.
it's going to be awesome. We need to do more car reviews. This is fun driving other people's cars.
I know. Especially a car as good as this.
Yeah.
Remember building this car though?
Yeah.
Oh man. There was a lot of love lost for this car when we were building it.
Yeah.
It was just headache after headache after headache. The engine went in and out about 6 times.
It was a pain in the ass.
We were cursing it at times, and kind of rightly so. It just, this car continually wanted to beat us down, and it did a good job of that.
Yeah.
But the overall result, seeing it finish now,
Yeah.
it was worth every second. Second gear's where it's at. My God, Liam. You need to get this to a track
I know.
with some better brakes, but you need to get to a track.
Oh man, you would cook the brakes first lap.
Yeah.
Because you'd be going into the corner so hot.
Well, that's it for the G&W, I reckon.
That's it. We're not going to see it now. It's moving to Queensland.
Yeah, unfortunately this car's probably done for us, at least for the foreseeable future anyway. This car is heading up to Queensland now with Liam. So that was our last hurrah, I suppose.
Yeah, and it was an awesome one.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see it again. We'll probably head up there and we'll have a go. We really want to get up there for a track day one day because,
Yeah.
man, this thing would be unreal on a track. Man, what a car, what a build.
What a car. I thoroughly enjoyed driving it.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed driving it.
this car was an absolute nightmare to build. Issue after issue, disaster after disaster.
Engine out after engine out.
Yeah, but it's
It
come
comes
together and it's one hell of a car now. And like I said, if Tough Mounts release a kit that you can put this in at a realistic cost,
We will find one tomorrow.
do it. It needs to happen because this is just, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you like this episode, please make sure to consider liking the video and also subscribing to see more episodes like this. And if you haven't seen the build series on this, head back over to our older videos and watch the complete series on this. I don't even know how many parts there was. There was a lot. I don't even know how many times the engine came in and out. It happened a lot.
Also, don't forget to click the link in the description below to head over to Burson Garage, to head over to their website for tips, tricks and sales, and also head to your local Burson store.
Make sure also to head on over to Hackshop Garage website where you can buy Hackshop merch. It really goes a long way to supporting the channel and help us build more crazy shit like this.
Yes.
So I'd take a quick minute to say thank you to all those that donated to our Movember page. It really goes a long way to helping a really great cause, and we appreciate anyone that did donate. Huge shout out and thank you to Tear Performance for their generous donation as well too, and continuing support throughout this channel. Anyway,
That's it.
that's
We
it.
finally got to drive it after a year.
Yeah, it took a long time, but we finally got there.
Yep.
It was good fun, really good fun. I could have
Yeah.
driven it all day to be honest if we had more time.
Another one in the book.
Yeah. Hey, that's one that actually works. I mean, we didn't do half the work. Liam did most of the work, but anyway, I'll still claim it. Until next week's episode. God, the amount of times we had this engine in and out. We got real good at it though.
Oh yeah, it was
We
like,
had it down to a TA.
yeah, we all had our places.
Yeah.
Like,
We
places
had-
people! Places people!
Engine's coming out.
I love the fact that my first time driving this, I'm on a hill and gravel.
Now the clutch is nice. It's actually a really nice clutch.
Now, imagine this engine combination, but with a turbo on it and then a VYU.
Mate, I can already tell you now, we're going to be building some fast cars next year, I think.
Yeah.
Well, that's the barracks closed. Open. No, closed. Open? Closed.
Open.
Closed. That's closed.
Open.
That's closed.
Open. Is it?
That's closed.
Need a rev it to find out.
Yeah, alright.
Sounds like the Maverick.
It does. It sounds like the Maverick. It sounds like a 5-litre V8.
You know what? We'll rev this up later and I'll put this next to the Maverick
Yes, do it.
and I'll see what the sound
Yeah, do
sounds
it.
like.
Do it.
It sounds like the HQ in the Maverick. Alright, let's go to a comparison. Yep.
The speaker. Watch, when you drop it, the speaker pops up.
Yeah, it's all the
Until next year when we get
Until next year when we do it again.
Do
I
it
think
all
we,
again.
we go more brutal next year.
Oh,
I think
okay.
I might do clean shaven on the cheeks.
See the handlebars?
Yeah.
I can't do handlebars so it doesn't connect.
Ah,
There's like a little no man's land right there. Otherwise I would.
the bus straight is there.
I could do like a little tiny like French mode.
Yeah, do that. Do a
Yeah.
pencil. A pencil, mode.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.